and welcome to Rampage Pro Wrestling. Another exciting hour. Ben Masters and Bill Behrens here at ringside for this all-important NWA RPW TV title match. And Bill Behrens, a very special guest, joining us at ringside, a man who I know has a lot of interest in this man, Bobby Moore.
And I think he's asking you to get out of the way.
He didn't even ask it nicely. This is Rob Adonis.
And I'm here with Rob Adonis, a little impromptu appearance by the one half of the tag team champions. Although, Rob, things didn't look all that good for you and your partner in the Rampage Cup recently. You were defeated by J-Rod and Frankie Valentine. As a result of that match, in fact, you've been injured. Frankie Valentine, a knee to the face, several broken orbital bones from what I understand. Let's catch the fans up on what happened here.
It was just another simple plan of Dr. Gayton, I'm certain, that to ensure that the Cash Vault not win his coveted cup, first annual that he's holding here with Rampage. I mean, it's a minor setback. The Cash Vault is strong as ever. We're about to add another championship once Bobby Moore beats this chump in the ring for the television title. It's just going to be a matter of time. This is a minor setback. I'll be back in action, so J-Rod and Frankie have once again failed.
Now we got a waist lock here right now. Drew Adler on Bobby Moore. We're here with Rob Adonis, one half of the tag team champions, his partner Bobby Moore, now going after the television title. Deep arm drag right there, Rob. You know, Rob, I hear you talking about the injury, that it was a plan by Dr. Gayton, but I seem to remember that you guys with Danny Only have been injuring people by throwing fire. Not that long ago, Frankie Valentine, you tried to do it to J-Rod. You've been the team that's been trying to take out other people. Now the table was turned, and now it's Dr. Johnny Gayton doing it.
I don't remember any of the sort. I remember the Cash Vault in the ring, defending the championship, the tag team championships of Rampage Pro Wrestling, like the honorable champions that we are. I mean, that's what the video shows me. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what you or any of these fans out here may be seeing, but Gayton's got a plan. Don't you mistake that. Gayton has got a plan, and he wants to take Charlie Cash and the Cash Vault out.
Well, I can guarantee you, Dr. Gayton is certainly no fan of the Cash Vault, and particularly Charlie Cash. Right now into the ropes goes Bobby Moore, off with a shoulder block. Down goes the champ. Drew Adler rolls through. Up and over goes Bobby Moore. Drew Adler in position, goes for a hip toss. Cut off with a little poke to the eyes there. Not quite a Greco-Roman maneuver there.
Bobby Moore playing the power game with Adler, and he's always going to win that.
Bobby Moore, I've noticed in the tag team, seems to work well with you in that he goes in, sacrifices himself in the tag team matches to the point where you guys can gain an advantage. Then historically, you've come in and done all the power work thereafter. Is that a deliberate plan for the tag team, something you guys have formulated?
Absolutely, it's a deliberate plan. This is a finely tuned athletic machine that Charlie Cash has put together. Bobby goes in and does a little bit of the hit for hire dirty work. I come in and clean house. And obviously the result, I mean, the proof's in the pudding. I mean, who's carrying the championship tag titles around their waist?
Well, you guys are, but right now it's the TV title in the ring. Drew Adler just returned the favor, a little stomp to the foot, poke to the eyes, and now he's throwing a punch or two. Charlie Cash trying to get involved and did, and Adler's down, head caught on the top of the turnbuckle. Bobby Moore's now taken over in the match. And that seems to be how we were just talking about it happens in the tag match. The opportunity comes, and then you guys take over. But now, singles competition. Bobby Moore trying to add one more title to the Cash Vault treasure trove.
You know, I thought at one point the NWA had a rule about wrestlers being on the top rope. I mean, is that not still in effect? I mean, what's Drew Adler doing climbing around? What's he? I mean, it's not a jungle gym. It's a wrestling ring.
I would agree. There's a lot of people that would agree with that. Cowboy Bill Watts, for example, when he was in charge at WCW, banned all of the top rope maneuvers for professional wrestlers. Here, though, at Rampage Pro Wrestling, it's a little more wide open. We've got a lot of different rules. Over in the corner, Bobby Moore staying on Drew Adler. Adler down. Adler looked like to have control early in this match until Charlie Cash got involved. Now it's Bobby Moore in control. Headbutt, sacrificing himself there. Bobby Moore seems to feel very little pain and is willing to sacrifice his body to the greater good of whatever match he's in.
You know, the referee should just do his job and stop this, because clearly Bobby Moore is in charge and he's about to add another piece of championship gold.
There's the
to
cover.
The Cash Vault.
Hooks the leg right there. Only a 2 count. Still a lot in the tank there for Drew Adler. Kicks out, but Bobby Moore right up on top of him. Adler remains down and on his back. Needs to get to a vertical base at this point, but Adler's been knocked a little goofy right here, but you can see the frustration etched on his face as he's caught in that side cravat right there. A lot of pressure being put on the neck and the head with that particular move. You've used that yourself before.
Absolutely. You know, Bobby Moore and I learned a long time ago working with Charlie Cash in the Cash Vault that there's one thing you've got to do when you're in that ring. You've got to hit them, you've got to hit them hard, and you've got to keep them down. And that's exactly what Bobby Moore's doing here. The plan is absolutely to perfection. I mean, look at that. Drew Adler spent more time on his back than he has on his feet.
I do think it was a mistake. Adler right there letting his enthusiasm get the best of him, moving away from his man, just gave Bobby Moore a chance to recover and prepare for him as he came off. I sometimes think that as the guys are trying to get their head back together, they end up making the mistake of moving away from the man instead of controlling their man and trying to use that as an opportunity to get a second win.
Adler can hardly even keep a vertical base in this, and he's trying to get up and move around. I mean,
neckbreaker position there. No, but fought out by Adler. Adler now blows to the back and now to the front. Adler now finding an extra reserve there. Reversal, though, by Moore. Into the ropes goes Adler. Stiff clothesline takes down the champion.
Referee needs to watch Adler with those closed fists and the punches back there, too. Come on, do we need to get you a rule book?
There's the cover, hooks the leg, only a 2 count still. Adler fighting back, trying to move and find some distance between himself and contender Bobby Moore right here. Moore staying on him, persistent, keeping the pressure on. Blow to the back, takes Adler back down. Now Moore picks him up, throws him into the ropes. Reversal this time by Adler. Over into the corner goes Moore. Catches a boot coming in, does Adler, and now Moore is going up. Thought you're not supposed to go up.
Well, he's just on the second rope, though, technically.
He's got him hooked, reversed on the side. Referee is counting, telling him to release, and now he's catching. Looks like a version of a sleeper maneuver being used. They're using the elevation to put more pressure on the throat and the carotid artery.
You know, the referee should just do the mercy kill here and just end this for Adler because, I mean, out of respect for his brief reign as television champion, he shouldn't let Bobby Moore end the guy's career because that looks like what's going to happen here.
Now, Drew Adler has proven to be a fighting champion since winning that title from Chip Day a while back. Gone against all comers, but I would have to concede Bobby Moore, one of the toughest competitors to date. And you're seeing an example of it. There's right here is in the Tree of Woe is Adler caught in the corner, and he's in a bad area with Charlie Cash right there. And Moore comes in, nobody home, and not a good time for Bobby Moore as the wrong part of the anatomy hits the hardest part of the ring.
You know, Drew Adler should be disqualified for the low blow there.
Charlie Cash trying to maneuver him away from that precarious position, and you can see Bobby Moore feeling the effects of that ringside post, and Adler now getting an opportunity to get a second wing back to his feet, comes across, back elbow, you can hear that all the way over here. Clothesline takes down Moore, up again, only to catch a knee to the face. Moore is rocking all over the ring, back up, and now hooked for a suplex. Look at the power there, sit out on that. Form of a power bomb, has him covered, hooks the leg. Oh, thought he had him right there. Only a 2 count. That was close, Rob.
Bobby's got to slow this momentum down, or this is going to get away from him here. I mean, Drew, I don't know where the second wind is coming from with Adler.
Adler's got a ton of fight, as he's proven before. What amount of development in this man since the time I've been watching him here. Right there, the knee we've seen before, but Moore with that elbow always seems to be able to pull that out effectively, but Adler this time catches him with the same thing, returns the favor. Comes off, Moore swings, misses. Adler comes in, up and around. Hurricane DDT takes him down. Could have been a tornado. I made it a hurricane.
You know, natural disaster or no. Oh, Bobby Moore. You know, you want to talk about tough. Bobby Moore is the tough guy in the fight here. I mean, you're going to need a shotgun to keep Bobby Moore down.
Now, Drew Adler trying to keep himself motivated. The crowd certainly is motivated, and a growing crowd as we've started this television taping for a great hour. We'll be seeing Ben Masters back in just a moment. I'm here with Rob Adonis. Right there. Drew Adler taken down hard and quickly. Bobby Moore covers, has him hooked. There's 2. No!
You know, they should x-ray Bobby Moore's elbow because I think that thing's loaded with titanium.
Bobby Moore has been very effectively using an elbow covered by an elbow pad for quite a period of time now. There's been some suggestion that that elbow pad may be rigged.
The elbow pad is merely there to keep from lacerating the opponent
Spear.
Because of those sharp elbows Bobby Moore possesses. That's all.
No! I don't know how Drew Adler is kicking out of all of this because Bobby Moore is hit. Wait a minute. He's just thrown off the elbow pad, and Charlie Cash seems to be giving him another one, Rob. I can see him putting him on from this angle. Referee can't. But Drew Adler comes in, catches a solid boot to the face before he can utilize whatever the difference is between one pad and the other. Crashes him down with a dewdrop. He's got him hooked. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3.
The winner of the match and still your NWA RPW TV champion,
Wait a minute now. Mike Posey coming in from behind. Lands in not that long ago. Posey was wrestling Anthony Henry. Drew Adler came out and cut off Jimmy Rave Approved. It appears Mike Posey is getting a little justice back. Takes advantage of one of your title belts, it looks like. Or is that Drew's title belt? I think it's Drew's. Right there, Mike Posey's demonstrating, I guess he wants an opportunity at Drew Adler. So Adler may have made it through one of the tag team champions. He's got Mike Posey to look forward to. Rob Adonis, not a great night for Bobby Moore, but it looked like he had an opportunity. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more from you as you recover from injury. What's going to happen with those tag titles, by the way?
Looks like Drew Adler should have taken the elbow from Bobby Moore. He would have fared a little bit better. But the tag titles are still exactly where they should be, around Charlie Cash's waist with the Cash Vault. You don't worry about the tag team titles. We've got it handled. As I make my brief recovery coming back, J-Rod and Frankie have done absolutely nothing but upset and anger the giant of RPW. That's all they've done.
You've heard from Rob Adonis. Fans, we'll be right back after these messages.